Happy Sunday, everyone. Jedi back at it again with another car video. So today, I just want to share a personal experience that I've had in this new year in 2025. So I went to a new church this morning, and I just went by myself, just went by faith. It stood out to me. I was looking for some churches in the area. I went to this specific one. And so far, it checks all the boxes, and I'm thankful for that. But the message was about wholeness. And what I want to communicate with y'all is that wholeness starts with salvation. Wholeness begins with God. And then once you have God, just because you have God doesn't mean that things are always going to be good, that you're never going to struggle ever again. That's just the starting point. You will still struggle. Things will still be hard. But fulfillment and growth and development and wholeness comes with walking it out with God. So I really want y'all to receive that, just like how I've been trying to receive that. Just because you have God doesn't mean that everything is going to turn out how you want. Part of having God is releasing what you want to Him. And if it's really good for you, you'll receive it. If something else is better for you, you'll receive that. And that better might not feel better to begin with. It might not look better. It might not feel better. But the thing about starting with God and having a relationship and intimacy with Him is the honesty to be able to tell Him, hey, like, I thought you said you were good. And I'm going to have faith that you're good, because if you're not good, that negates everything else you've ever said. But I'm not going to lie to you, God. This ain't feeling good. This ain't looking good. You know what I'm saying? This ain't looking too good right now. I want something better. But even just being honest with Him, having the relationship and intimacy with Him, to be honest, because He already knows before you say it. He knows every word from your heart, from your mind, from your soul, from the spirit, all the above. He knows everything before you do. The things that we're still discovering about ourselves, let me turn off this blinker. The things that we're still discovering about ourselves, He knew off rip. And Jesus came off rip in the beginning, knowing everything that was going to happen with you, for you. He came for you and for me, knowing that we be trifling, knowing that we just don't know certain things. We have to come into the understanding and knowledge of certain things, knowing we have to be renewed, knowing we have to be changed, knowing we have to be developed and cultivated. And He still sacrificed for the sake of us having that intimate relationship with Him, where I don't have to go through a pastor, I don't have to go through a priest, I don't have to go through a eunuch or a nun. I can speak directly to the Father through Jesus Christ, His Son. And from that, I have that wholeness that comes with that separation. We were separated from Him, and we have that void inside of us that's there until we come into connection and union with Him. And you're like, hey, you've been missing all along. And if you're like me, I've had conversations with God recently like, hey, I am so thankful that you came into my life. And this is hard, bro. And sometimes I don't even feel like doing it anymore. And I thought things were going to turn out this way, and I thought you were saying this, but I still don't know if I misunderstood or if it will still happen or if it was never meant to be. I still don't know. But something that I heard Myron Golden, he's a Christian entrepreneur, something that I heard him say in one of his podcasts, one of his videos, was that you have to be submitted to the will of God before you even know what it is. You have to say, whatever it is, I hope I'm not laying on my side for 300 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope I'm not getting beheaded or nothing. You feel me? I mean, us as Americans, a lot of us as Americans, or even just first world countries, we don't even understand that type of persecution. But still, I'm not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to have that happen to me. But even if it did, I'm committed to you. Even if it was that, I trust that you have good things in store for me. And that's easier said than done. And that's why I'm grateful that we have Jesus, and he understands what it's like to be human. He understands what we go through. Yet he endured it without falling, without stumbling, which we can't even comprehend. Like, bro, I probably stumbled 3 seconds ago with my mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't get it. But we don't have to fully understand it. It's just the faith that applies to having that relationship and that intimacy with God. And then all things flow from that relationship. If we have that relationship, it starts there. It starts there. Things are still difficult, but we're not subject to a life of misery, a life of suffering. There's joy. There's peace. There's even comfort, you know? But your values will be challenged. Your mindset will be challenged. Your habits will be challenged. I just saw somebody get out their truck to run into somebody else's car. What was that, road rage or something? Don't come over here, respectfully. In Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, if you don't have a relationship with God, try. Even if you try and you feel like you don't succeed, I trust and I pray and I believe that God will come for you. He will scoop you up just like how he scooped me up. Even when I turn the other way, having a relationship with him and I turn the other way, he still comes and chases me down and walks me back. And it's never a get your over here. You know what I'm saying? It's never that. It's, you see me now? Here I am. I'm here. You know, it's never a, bro, what's wrong with you? What you doing? This and that. That's how I talk to myself. That's how the enemy talks to me. But God's always like, here I am. I know in your heart, you thought I was there, or you even got weary of searching for me. But Polo, you know what I'm saying? Like Marco Polo, I think about. He's always just like Polo. And it's not abrasive, it's not aggressive. It's just like, hey, you know what to do. And I'm gonna do it. Even if it's not 80, or even if it's not 100% of the time. If I'm doing it 80% of the time with all my heart and all my effort, I'm still moving forward. So I just encourage y'all, we have these resolutions, we have these things we want to get done. It all starts with salvation. It all starts with God and having a relationship with him through his word, through the way people be driving. I don't know about these car videos. People be driving crazy. How you get distracted. But through his word, through prayer and through communicating with him, and with praying on your knees, I like praying on my knees from time to time because it's humbling. It reminds me of who I'm communicating with. But it doesn't always have to look like that. Sometimes I'm just hand on the wheel, one hand on the wheel, like I be doing. I don't be thinking to do this. This is how I just move, you know. But cloudy day, just hand on the steering wheel, just talking to him, being aware that he's real, being aware that he's been good. The fact that I even have breath in my lungs and can go and head to the gym, things like that. I don't want to continue to take these things for granted. That's prayer. Showing gratitude for what he's done and what he will do. All the visions and future things that you have, that you desire and that you believe are in store. Hey, he already knows the end from the beginning. So, 99.9% of the time, things aren't going to turn out exactly how we planned them to. But we can't negate the fact that it's still good. Even when things aren't ideal and when we're struggling and when we know people that are struggling, or we're dealing with grief, or we're dealing with betrayal, or we're dealing with A, B, and C, E, F, and G. We just live in a fallen world. We live in a world that those things are inevitable. But God is good. Even when I don't believe that, even when in my heart I question that, if I hold on to that reality and I try to reframe my perspective instead of just turning all the way around, I'll be straight regardless. And I hope the same for you too. But I just want to encourage y'all, put God first. I want to encourage us to put God first. Communicate with him first. Ask him first. Be aware of him first. Instead of being aware of comparison and insecurity first. As soon as you open your eyes in the morning, just say thank you. Another day. I don't know what's gonna happen today. Today might be crazy, but I know people that didn't see today, and I'm thankful that I do. So I just encourage us to be thankful, to walk in gratitude, to look for things to be grateful for. You have to go out your way to find things to be grateful for sometimes. But then once you're there, once you're in that headspace, you're good. You're golden. So, hope y'all enjoyed. Please check out my social media. I've been trying to post more consistently, whether it's on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram. Those are my main 3 mediums. I also make music. I actually dropped a song. I mentioned Inevitable, but I dropped a song called Inevitable, and I just recently dropped one a few days ago called Que Sera Sera. So please check those out on streaming platforms, even on YouTube. Got my link tree with a few digital links I want you to check out, but hopefully you enjoy. I'm trying to be consistent and be encouraging. I just want to extend the encouragement that God's blessed me with to y'all, because I've been through some things, like we all have, but the way that God's allowed me to rebound from those things, I want to share that with y'all. So hopefully y'all enjoy, and I don't know how I want to end this video, but please like and subscribe for more. Turn on that bell for notifications. YouTubers be saying that, but it really is valuable because you might not see my stuff. But I hope y'all enjoy. I hope you tip, share, whatever I was trying to say later. All right.